We are live. Confirm. Really? अच्छा लोग भी है लोग देख रहे हैं.
क्या मेरे को किधर है तू लाइव?
Same link. This is a new channel, by the way, Baba, because we had to finally give in to YouTube algorithm and open a new one.
Which is called what now?
Beyond the Laughs, which is my podcast series. No, so I had to separate church and state basically, because
Oh God.
average use.
समझा, मिल गया.
तो नमस्कार गांव वालों, आप लोग आगे वापस नए साल में भी.
तू ये प्रवचन क्यों स्टार्ट किया है रे आजकल? Even your that meme, dude, it's very funny, dude. That one where you're walking on the beach and giving some life advice.
So that means you not seen my earlier ones. They're similar, just that here it is a single shot. Earlier it was multiple shots. तो
Also,
उसमें
it
निकल
kind
गया.
of shows your age, huh? That walk of yours is taken a while to get to where you need to get to.
I would
अच्छा
not.
अच्छा ये सुन बोगा, तेरा ऑर्डर चेंज हो गया डाउनलोड करके. ओके फाइन, ठीक है. ओके ग्रेट, चलो नो प्रॉब्लम.
All right, let's do it, guys. For the first time on this channel, we have reclusive comic Neville Shah himself joining us for a special topic.
Reclusive. Hilarious.
Because the topic is such we are doing conspiracy theory memes for the first and perhaps the only time ever, and I thought who better. वैसे most comics indulge in some conspiracy theories because उनको मजा आता है सभी करने में.
Oh
But we
my
thought,
God, Boga, you are such an amateur, dude. Can you please switch off, turn off video participants? Because there are 3 people on that screen and the third one is Chalta hai comedy. God, Boga. Okay, guys, like karo, please.
oh yes, CFBR guys.
What is CFBR?
Even
Like,
I learned very recently. Comment for reach.
अच्छा तो बी
Comment
क्या
for
है?
better reach.
अरे
Yes.
कमेंट की माँ के हाथ, तुम लोग पहले लाइक करो गाइस प्लीज. कमेंट बाद में कर लेना. चलो शुरू करें अंताक्षरी.
Yes. By the way, before we start, Baba, what is your take on conspiracy theories in general? Like, are you an aficionado yourself?
I'm not, there was a time where I think everyone's an aficionado, right? Like when you are trying to find out the truths for yourself and then you eventually
Yes.
realize nothing is true. That so I think वो वाला vibe है. Conspiracy, and we've done a podcast also about on conspiracy theories, and the one thing that is very important uh, for a conspiracy theory is that it has to be just that much believable. Like the believability aspect of a conspiracy theory is very important.
Yeah.
What a conspiracy theory that is not believable entirely is superstition.
हाँ, but people still believe in that also. No? वो भी तो
I
एक
agree.
उसका
I
उसका भी
agree.
मार्केट है.
हाँ, उसका भी देख मार्केट तो सबका है, ठीक है. लोग आइसलैंड में भी बर्फ बेच रहे हैं, समझ रहे. तो मार्केट हर जगह पे हर चीज का है, ठीक है. सो दैट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. सो एनीवे, सो आई थिंक द मोस्ट important part of, see, I'll give you, for example, a great example of a conspiracy theory. Okay, a great example of a conspiracy theory is कि लाइट बल्ब के अंदर, मैं ऐसे कुछ भी बोल रहा है, ये सच नहीं है, मैं बना रहा है, ठीक है. ये कि घर का लाइट बल्ब के अंदर गवर्नमेंट ने साउंड चिप डाल दिया है. तू समझ रहा है? तो इट्स 0% ट्रूथ. देयर इज 0% ट्रूथ टू दिस, बट देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी that it could happen. And if the right number of people come along with you on this journey,
yes,
you have a conspiracy theory.
And if they all like the stream and comment also, then you're making ad revenue as well. I think it's a form of escapism. It's like, लाइफ की लगी पड़ी, मेरा ईएमआई बाकी है, वजन कम नहीं हो रहा है, बट इफ एलियंस एग्जिस्ट देन ऑल बेट्स आर ऑफ, you know.
करेक्ट
So if
करेक्ट
this is also true, then what else is false? Everything is a lie.
करेक्ट करेक्ट
It will
अग्रीड
be like,
100 पी
yes.
चलो
So we thought let's do these memes because they are sufficiently out of right wing ecosystem.
लेट्स गो
Let's go. First meme: proof of the globe, proof of the flat earth. Nice, good start.
फनी
Yes.
फनी 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 आई लाइक इट ओनली बिकॉज वो एक भी किताब में एटलस नहीं दिखाया समझ रहा है मेरे को बहुत पसंद है ये बट इसका पुनीत इफ यू वांट टू ब्रेक दिस डाउन अ लिटिल बिट इसका व्हाट इज द आर्टिकुलेशन
I think it's actually a pro flat earth meme, but it is funny anyway because everything they do is funny.
हाँ नो इट्स प्रो फ्लैट अर्थ ओनली
Yeah.
बिकॉज ऑफ सीइंग इज बिलीविंग
Yes.
ठीक है और
Yes.
वो सिर्फ किताबी बातें
Yeah.
ऑल्सो द पॉइंट अबाउट दिस person who has made this meme has clearly not gone even to an elevated place क्योंकि तू बुर्ज खलीफा पे भी चढ़ेगा ना टॉप फ्लोर पे तो तेरे को कर्वेचर दिखता है
हाँ. With your naked eyes.
विथ नेकेड आइज
Yes.
बट ऑफ कोर्स मगर अफसोस
I
आप लोग का
recently
कभी
heard on a podcast that remember that Red Bull का jump जो होता है ना, that jump
हाँ.
from space.
मैक्स बाउटनावर जो भी है हाँ
Yeah, so technically it was not space. It was very high for sure. It was not space, but they used a convex lens to heighten the visuals. And
so
we all
it
got-
from what we understand is that it wasn't space but it was definitely outside the atmosphere it was in it is no but that is the point there is also some gravity no I'm assuming kuch to see the
Kuch to
point is he fell down which means he is within gravitational pull of earth में के अंदर है वो तो वो technically space में नहीं है ना
All right, let's do the next one.
अच्छा तब तक guys तुम लोग प्लीज लाइक करो प्लीज कमेंट करो चैट करो फिर हम लोग जाता रहेगा ऐसा व्हेन यू बिकम अ फ्लैट अर्थर आफ्टर स्पेंडिंग पहले तो फ्लैट अर्थ पे डिस्कशन करते हैं इसके बाद चल व्हेन यू बिकम अ फ्लैट अर्थर आफ्टर स्पेंडिंग योर एंटायर लाइफ बिलीविंग द अर्थ इज राउंड व्हिच आर अ डिप्रेस्ड बिलीफ ओनली टू डिस्कवर दैट रियलिटी इज जस्ट अ वीडियो गेम एंड अर्थ इज जस्ट अ प्रोजेक्शन ओहो इसका तो डबल ढोलकी में लगा है
But
Double.
this is beyond now the Bible. I think this is just random people who still believe it. It's not like a book says so, or like does the Quran say it? Do Parsis believe in flat earth? Does it matter to Parsis?
No, we needed to be away from the curvature when we escaped. So the disappearing into the horizon helped actually. I don't know if I don't think it's a. I think even when the Galileo, Plato,
Yeah.
Socrates universe conversation was going on,
Yeah.
in their infinite wisdom at that point, flat Earth seemed like a possibility. कि हाँ, भाई दिख ही तो रहा है उतना ही दिख रहा है ना तो seemed like a possibility. But I'm saying today with aeroplanes and all of this, how is it that you are a flat earther? It's not possible, no, that you can still be a flat earther.
You know, there's this joke in the new special by Ricky Gervais in which he says that there is a convention every year of people who all believe that no, they have been reincarnated. And the punchline is 4 Napoleons. All right, the next meme is it's a cat, of course.
Punit, is there any defense for flat earth?
No, dude, nothing. It's like even the moon landing. Still, there might be a percentage of people who will still claim because very few people have gone to the moon actually afterwards. Also, in fact, nobody has landed on the moon after the two guys went. तो उसका फिर भी थोड़ा there is some chance. इसका तो कुछ भी नहीं है.
बट आप लोग का कभी ऐसा ये हुआ है क्या इंटरेक्शन किसी फ्लैट अर्थर के साथ?
मेरा इंटरेक्शन बहुत कम लोगों के साथ होता है बोगा.
We are one of the privileged few. So,
तो ये थोड़ा डाउटफुल है.
but, but like in
I-
everything else, dude, India, mein, we knew all the truths all along. Like for millennia, we knew everything, all the planets, the curvature, the distance, and apparently there is visually also you can make out. But ठीक है वो तो भी it's like in a daily life you don't need it. Like you could have
Yeah.
built palaces without having that belief. So
ऑल्सो लाइक
right.
ये फ्लैट अर्थ वाला जो भी थियरी है, ये मेरे को 12th स्टैंडर्ड का तुम अगर फिजिक्स पढ़ोगे, ये पूरा क्लियर हो जाएगा कि अर्थ इज नॉट फ्लैट. लाइक प्रॉपर 12th स्टैंडर्ड के फिजिक्स में ये पूरा क्लियर है.
There is that other where everything is falling off the edge of the earth, like उसमें ship tips up गिर रहा है एक side से because it is flat. All right. Okay. This is one of my favorite memes. Just because white people couldn't do it doesn't mean it was aliens. It is just so perfect.
funny. ये funny है. It's funny है. And I like that the white people font is, I don't know, like a melting snowman. I meet scary,
Yeah, there's a horror font. Horror font. It's a horror.
but like it's pink and like, but it's great. Great meme. Big fan.
Sub like I said, Easter Island, Maya, sub. And
Yeah,
it's interesting because I was reading up on Easter Island today. There's a book called Collapse by Jared Diamond. It talks about how societies collapsed in the past. And it says about like, Easter Island at length that it was only an island, so everything was limited resources, right? And they just cut all the fucking trees. The trees went out, they killed all the fish. And before even the Europeans came, they were in a state of collapse already. The question is, how did they build the big things? So they used logs and stuff when they had trees. There is an explanation. पर वो नहीं किया. अपने को एलियन आके करेगा तो मजा आएगा.
करेक्ट. मेरे को एलियन कॉन्स्पिरेसी थियरिस्ट भी, ये एक्चुअली मेरा एक डिस्कशन बहुत रिसेंटली हुआ था विद समबडी where they were talking about that alien life has come and alien life has realized कि हम लोग से बात नहीं हो रहा है, तो हम लोग को fuck off बोल के निकल गए. तो ये I don't subscribe to. When you finally find that guy that makes you seem normal again. Bro, ये मास्क में राज कुंद्रा है क्या?
नहीं, this is Kanye West.
It's Ye now. Like it's not Kanye anymore. He's renamed himself as Ye.
My bad, guys. My bad.
I thought it was Ye. Like Yeezy's ka Ye. Like that it was.
No, I guess it's a shorter version of Kanye. So, and yeah, people are calling him Ye to his face with a straight face.
Correct.
It is so surreal. It's like watching a science fiction movie unrolling in front of your eyes.
Correct. Aditya Raju ने एक chat में चीज बोला है. Punit is speaking to the representative of the Rothschilds. This is very true. Because I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. I think it is actually true about the Rothschilds. So I am a big Rothschilds fan. When ये आदमी और ये आदमी सेम नहीं है?
Yeah, it's Alex Jones. No? Yeah, he's the man, dude. You cannot do conspiracy theories without mentioning him at least once.
ये कौन है?
Alex Jones, the guy who got...
Alex Jones.
Yeah.
अच्छा, ये ऐसा दिखता है. Okay.
Yeah,
When the only deep state you ever find yourself is in depression.
Dude, do you know at one point Alex Jones has sold protein supplements as well?
Wow. Bro, अभी ये लोग कंस्पिरेसी थियरी में कैसा नहीं मानेगा जो इसका फैन है.
And Joe has called him over twice on his podcast, at least, Joe Rogan. And they continue to be friends, apparently. But finally, what got him under was when he denied the school shootings. And that's what got him cancelled from all the social media. So he's really out there. I think he believes in all of the things, the reptile people, all of it. Like you name it, he believes in it. Correct.
QAnon believers when the big date comes and goes and literally nothing happens. Funny.
We are assuming that people in the chat know all the heavy duty terms from deep state to QAnon because we are just going to go with the flow. Okay.
Yeah. Also, Pania, I'm saying if they subscribe to you, and then I am also on this, why are we even? Why?
Correct. Yeah. Because it's not like we're going to earn new subscribers anyway. Because we're not not with this content. All right, 50 people are watching now. Great, guys. If you're not already, do like the stream and do comment. We shall get to a Q&A at the end if we still have time. All right, next one. Women with a time machine. I'm a granddaughter, really. Okay, funny.
कि ये वही वाला है ना कि 9/11 में बुश को मालूम था वो.
Yeah.
अच्छा, तो ये विमेन और मेन का क्या लॉजिक है इसमें?
It's just they just broken the format. Like no, it's like it doesn't make sense, but it's just they use the format.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you've seen one of the earliest documentaries. I mean, documentaries been around forever. Although now there's like a big bloom of documentaries. But before all the OTTs and the social media came in, there used to be this documentary called Zeitgeist, right? And that was a very popular one. And it was in 3 parts. So one of the parts was the 9/11 is not real, and it sort of blew up from there. And then a lot of other people got in on the action. And you remember seeing all those visuals where they saw, they show you pictures of the beams being cut at an angle in the 9/11 building as if it was all pre-planned. And I mean, there's lost to it.
This 9/11 documentary, no? Like, the only reason for, like, conspiracy theory, this is what I mean. Like, there needs to be a little bit of truth.
Yeah.
And it seems like it. Are you a 9/11 conspiracy believer? Do you think the US intentionally did it? For all the cynicism that you and I have.
I can't rule it out completely.
See, this is what I'm saying. They've got you also. like see the reason why I know, like, for a long time I think we all delved into this conspiracy that 9/11 was an inside job.
Yeah.
Right? We all delved into that. We all spent enough time thinking, अच्छा हुआ है, इसको मालूम था, वो प्लेन देख, ये ऐसा हुआ, वो घुसा कैसा, ये सब चल रहा है. Right?
Yeah.
Now, my question is that if 9/11 was a conspiracy, हम लोग एक सिंपल सेक्स टेप को सीक्रेट नहीं रख सकते. Like, you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like, there is always a whistleblower who will pop the cherry.
Correct.
The fact that over so long there has been no one and no intrinsic evidence that has come out that it was an actual inside job seems very I don't know, far-fetched that this was an inside job.
Because the US is the biggest spender on arms, and the industry is the biggest. It always has been over the years, and this sort of made an evergreen demand for everything around security. Gave the government sweeping powers, which they misused up to Obama's era also. Although that could all just be a fallout, and they made the most of it. But it's like, if the question is, do you completely believe in it? And I would say that there's still a window in my mind, which is like maybe 5%.
Yeah, no. So the way I see it is, the government never really needs a reason to push legislation through.
Yeah.
If enough number of people on both sides of the aisle are seeming to make a benefit, whether it is monetary, whether it is power, whether it is quid pro quo, whether it is even the good side of it, whether it is that मेरे state में jobs बढ़ेगा, मेरे public का फायदा होएगा, the good and the bad side of it. And if both people from both sides of the aisle seem to benefit from it, which arms across the board will do.
Mm.
I think legislation pushes through. Did this speed up the desire for a sweeping state of powers? Sure. But did it? I mean, this is a reason for people saying, I told you so. It's like तेरा मम्मी तेरे को बोल रहा है कि तू छाता लेके जा, छाता लेके जा, छाता लेके जा, तू छाता नहीं लेके गया, उसके बाद बारिश गिरा, फिर तेरे को हर दिन याद दिलाएगा ना मम्मी कि तेरे को मैं बोला था छाता गिरेगा, पानी बारिश गिरेगा, बोला था मैं तेरे को. I'm saying there is a, I don't know, it just seems like a
self-fulfilling prophecy, but
yes,
it's not.
yes.
तो Iraq का लग गया ना इसमें खाली फोकट का.
तो 1000 लोग का बीच में लगा, देख तभी नहीं लगता तो बाद में लगता था.
They would have found something else. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. That is true. All right, next one. 5G. Oh, this is very recent. I remember it myself. I saw a couple of videos, but then I think ये तो नहीं हो सकता.
मैं समझा ही नहीं है ये meme.
Dude, when Corona came out, no, so there was a whole theory that Corona is because of 5G, and they're covering it up with the virus thing. You didn't hear of it?
Okay, so what is this meme?
And then it became so like no.
Oh, that everything is 5G fault. Acha,
yeah,
acha,
and it has been tested. No? It's like how there's microwave radiation thing, no, from the phone. I still don't keep it close to my head at least when I'm sleeping. Do you do that?
I don't care about it. मैं लंड के पास रखता है तो.
वो तो अभी जेब वहीं पे क्या करे?
पूरा दिन उधर ही रखता है तू, तो अभी क्या फर्क? Anyway, let's go. 40 years from now, the storm is coming. You wait.
Nabil, are you aware about the storm?
कौन सा storm है ये?
अरे
This is the whole Trump ka supporters, no? The whole deep state thing. That there's a deep state and Trump is shielding America from the deep state. And all of that, yeah. And then it just keeps gathering. It's like a black hole. It just keeps gathering stuff into it. Like everything is assimilated, no? Pedophiles, yeah, wo. But then to the credit, the pedophile thing like sort of was true because of Epstein, but it didn't come out. No? So just like how 9/11, even if it was an inside job, is still not out. Same with the Jeffrey Epstein island. No? So if enough people in power are involved, things fall into place.
But the problem with with any of this is, yes, it was happening for a while, and it was there were whispers and there were this, that, and the other. But in a generation like this, it came out, no? Like, I don't know, it just feels a little weird. Anyway. Funny.
Make America great again.
Yeah, funny. MAGA.
Yeah, MAGA.
Q people, Jesus' actual teachings. This is brilliant. Q people, conspiracy theories and hate. But I like this. Funny. This is, and you have to read it like Jeremy Clarkson. You have to say Jesus' actual things. This is brilliant. But conspiracy theories and hate. But I like this. You have to read it like Clarkson and Hammond.
Conspiracy theories and hate. Oh man. You think what happened on Capitol Hill? Do you think, is that clear in your head at least, or is there still?
No, no. It's really not. It's
this weird? Like, and both sides still blame each other for it. And then how can in the US
रोज वो ट्विटर फाइल निकल रहा है ना, रोज एक नया ट्विटर फाइल निकल रहा है.
हाँ, कोई पढ़ता भी है क्या वो? Even the journalists, do they have time to read this?
और ऐसा मैं कोशिश करता है, बट
हाँ, इंडिया का कुछ नहीं, उसमें इंडिया का कुछ नहीं आया ना ट्विटर फाइल में, इंडिया का
अभी तक तो नहीं आया. आएगा आने वाला आएगा. मेरे को एक्चुअली भूख लगा है तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ क्या खाऊं. Republicans when Fox News refuses to cover Jan 6th hearings or any evidence Trump committed fraud. Funny. Republicans when media has refused to cover Hunter Biden's laptop. Nice. Nice.
But this is what about, it happens here also, but then you can't escape it because hypocrisy is everywhere.
No, this also like the yeah, I mean this whole thing of absolute, वो अनिर्बान का जोक है ना, अनिर्बान दासगुप्ता का जोक था ना कि we have freedom of speech but we have 8 exceptions.
Yeah,
And he then lists out the exceptions or something, and he's like, when you get to the 8th, you realize the freedom of speech is the exception.
is the exception. Yeah, that's a great joke. Yeah.
मेरा favorite Anirban Dasgupta joke है. Very good. That and Afrin. Oof, that 8-minute bit is just outstanding, legendary. Chalo.
You know the story behind how he recorded it.
Afrin.
Yeah.
By the way, Punit Pania, just so you know, your video is stuck in one position that's fairly awkward, and now it has completely disappeared. Pania has left the meeting. Okay, so
Yes.
now it's just Boga and I
Yes.
talking.
Okay,
But
he's
chat,
back.
तब तक ये बता दो कि हम लोग क्या खा रहे हैं और क्या कर रहे हैं. तो Punit Pania is not back yet. It doesn't look like he is.
Can you see me? Hello.
No, I can hear you. Can't see you.
Can see me? Okay. Now?
Pania, video has to come on.
नहीं आ रहा है.
नहीं आ रहा.
ऐसा. क्या are you ordering from like online from Zomato?
मैं सोच रहा हूँ यार. बोगा
What do you
प्लीज
do
तू ये सब
usually?
साइड चैट ये सब मत खोला कर यार. तू क्या कर रहा है?
Can you see me now? Hello,
No, bro.
guys.
When I can see you, I will tell you I can see you.
Okay.
By the way, Ashish Chaudhary is asking, what's the most intriguing conspiracy theory from India in your opinion?
Oh, India.
Yeah.
सोच के बताते हैं.
इंडिया का कोई है क्या कॉन्स्पिरेसी थियरी like any big one?
हाँ, उसने खुद बोला है बोस डाइंग फॉर एग्जांपल कॉन्स्पिरेसी थियरी है ना टेक्निकली कि वो.
Yeah. Definitely. Even Shastri for that matter.
मैं क्या खाऊं? बटर चिकन रोल खाऊं क्या?
Yeah, it's a safe option taste wise, and I know you don't care about health much, so.
No, but if I want healthy and tasty, taste be, health be.
Taste be, health be. Then nothing from online.
हाँ यार, फिर बनाना पड़ेगा ना.
Yes. I think I'll have to connect again.
चलो.
Just give me a minute.
Guys, welcome to the stream where Neville is just going to talk about how he's ordering food. तो क्या करें? पब्लिक आगे जाए क्या? एक और पढ़ूं क्या?
Yes, let's do it.
तू कहाँ से आ रहा है फिर? अरे तू आ गया?
Yeah.
अरे वेलकम बैक. Punit Pania, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Zone Channel.
Yes. Hello. Are we there? Am I there?
Yes. All right, let's move to the next one.
Yes.
आ गया. Moon landing.
He just refuses to go away, no? I mean, I think till the time you build a mall on the moon, people will still believe it.
Yeah. This one also won't because they've done everything, right? Like they've put questions of how is the flag fluttering on the moon or how is it stationary on the moon.
Yeah.
और ये सब ऐसा एक साइड पे बोल रहा है फ्लटर कैसे हो रहा है, दूसरा लोग बोल रहे हैं स्ट्रेट कैसा है. भाई डिसाइड करो पहले स्ट्रेट है कि फ्लटर हो रहा है. फिर क्या चल रहा है ब्रो?
What is amazing is that they did it like not that long ago, like with that time ka technology. But that's what war does too. War will push you to do things which otherwise you cannot. In all respects, effort, budget, urgency
Correct.
doesn't make
Also
sense
वो
now
ऐसा
to do.
I mean, the other reason was by the end of this decade, we will put a man on the moon.
Yeah.
1969 में पहुंच गया वो लोग. मतलब ऐसा डेकेड बोला ना, डेकेड के पहले डालेगा, डाल देगा हम लोग. अभी कैसा डालेगा वो सब मत डाल देगा बस. उसके बाद भले ही कोई नहीं गया हो.
But the came back is more amazing to me. Like in that small fucking pod, they came back to. And the moon is fucking far away. Like you don't see it that way. Usually when you see the diagram, it's like either ही है बाजू. ऐसा नहीं है. Actually, the distance between the Earth and the moon is equal to 6 Earths. It's that far away. But they came back and
अरे 5 दिन लगता है और 3 दिन लगता है. I thought it takes 3 days. No, it's 3 days or 4 days.
Yeah, it's like यहाँ से Guwahati by train.
By train. I was about to say that. Stranger in the Starbucks line. The moon landing was fake. Me. Oh, you're one of those the guys that believe in the moon. Funny. Uno reverse, correct.
Oh yeah, there's this whole other thing, right? That the moon itself is fake and it's being used to.
ये आदमी से मिलने का मेरे को, जिसने ये पहले बोला कि मून है ही नहीं. ये इसको मिलने का मेरे को. ये जेंटलमैन. Conspiracy theorists, they use CGI to fake the moon landing. CGI in 1985.
But they went past that. No? They said Stanley Kubrick kiya hai, of course. And that was sort of like, that was a good one to bring Stanley into it.
Correct. वो खुद तो बनाया तो सही. Space Odyssey. हाँ. Was Hitler a Nazi?
Top 10 questions science still cannot answer. क्या videos? This is the actual video, I guess. Oh yeah, it has 1.9 million views. Sure. Okay. There's a meme we discussed last time also, dude. Ki, all the JFK conspiracy theories. Uske upar it's a cartoon basically. So guy dies and finally goes to heaven, and he's asked that, what do you want to know? Tell us. He'll tell you whatever you want. So बोलता है, what was JFK killed by Oswald? बोलता है, yeah. So then the guy says, oh, this goes higher up than I thought it did. It's like any religion, I guess.
Very funny. The Illuminati, after making events happen so that it would look like the Simpsons predicted it. Oh,
nice.
Oh,
nice.
I love how the Illuminati is three Elon Musk.
It's so tempting to believe that like a group of evil men control the whole world, so everything which is wrong is their fault and apun sab bichara log hai idhar.
Correct.
But Harari himself has said that it's just not possible. World is too complex. The people who have influence, they have extraordinary influence, but they can't control everything. It's just too complicated to orchestrate everything like you believe that they do.
Yeah, because you need one person with a spine.
Yeah. And also there's randomness and unpredictability of how things will go down, what can go wrong. So, Illuminati. You think there is Illuminati in India, dude? If it is, then Parsi should be part of it for sure.
नहीं, of course, Illuminati है. मैं बोल रहा है तेरे को. बोल रहा है. Guarantee से बोल रहा है.
They all meet once a week at Alibag.
See, this is the problem with plebeians. Because our minds can't go beyond Alibag. But it's fine. They meet in Cuff Parade. It doesn't matter. But hey, उन लोगों का meeting तो हो रहा है. QAnon guy. The rich are corrupt. Me, yeah. And above the law, deaf. There's satanic cultists stealing kids to drink their adrenal glands and gain supernatural powers. But Trump teamed up with JFK Jr.'s ghost to send them away to Gitmo. Nice. तूने ये आदमी का ट्विटर हैंडल देखा है क्या?
Oh, this guy, Solnet. This guy?
Please see his @.
अच्छा. Mnet. श्याम यार, क्या गान मार दिया नाम का.
No, he's written it exactly how it's pronounced by them.
Mnet Shyam.
Shyamalan.
That's what it is. Hey, is that guy still around? M. Night Shyamalan?
हाँ, अभी बनाया ना एक पिक्चर गुदड़.
गुद्दड़.
गुदड़.
गुदड़ क्या है उसमें?
पिक्चर का नाम गुदड़ नहीं है. गुदड़ इज गू प्लस भसड़.
Fuck, this is new term I learned in the 37th year of my life.
It's the portmanteau of goo and bhasad.
Gudad. Wow. I used to like some of it, but then it just became more of the same thing over and over again. Just another Photoshop from NASA.
Funny this is also.
And they use the tic-tac-toe wala very famous footage, which they themselves admitted कि इसका कुछ है. इधर क्यों नहीं आता ये लोग? सिर्फ यूएस में जाता है ये लोग, जो भी एलियन लोग है. इधर आते नहीं वो लोग. थोड़ा एटलीस्ट दे कैन कम ऑन लाइक वन ऑफ द वीकेंड्स.
इंडिया में आता होगा, बोलते रहेंगे कौवा जा रहा है बस. आई डोंट थिंक एनीवन रिकॉग्नाइज इट.
सनी इतना स्पाइस जेट है ना अपने पास कुछ तो. Dude, why you? Before we proceed, we forgot to ask you, Pava, did you like the thumbnail we made for today?
मैं देखा था, फनी था. मेरे को तो पसंद आया था. मैं वापस चेक करता हूँ, एक सेकंड.
Because I was majorly into X-Files. I mean, I regret it now, but my entire childhood, half of it was me watching X-Files every week on Star World.
अच्छा, Mulder and Scully ना? Funny.
Yeah. And I mean, Mulder turned out to be way more interesting than his character in the X-Files later in life when he learned that he's a sex addict. He's gone to, and then he does Californication. It's amazing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And Gillian Anderson is a great actor, but don't see her much in movies. A British actor. But single-handedly they changed the face of conspiracy theories and what people believe in around the world. There is this very interesting fact I can't get out of my mind, which is that before the 90s, alien sightings in the US, they used to be what the small guys with the big eyes and everything. And alien sightings in Europe used to be of tall, blonde people, like Scandinavian types.
Yeah.
After the 90s, the alien sightings in Europe also started to become like the American ones, the small men with the big eyes. That's how big an impact X-Files had on pop culture, which also shows that what you're seeing is just a projection of your mind. And it's not really a fucking sighting.
Yeah.
Right, next one. The raccoons work for the CIA. That's so funny.
Funny. Also, you can tell that last spiff really got him.
Oh, finally, our man has made an appearance. How can you not have Mr. Conspiracy himself?
Funny. What if all the people killing babies are just time travelers killing future Adolf Hitlers? Wow.
Nice. This is mostly US, isn't it?
Yeah.
These means. उनके पास ही time है इतना. But dude, the Epstein story is fucking hardcore, dude. Like they top out him, and just like in India, the list is there, but it's in the fucking envelope which the judges refuse to open. There no rules apply there.
The rules apply the way we want.
Yep. Wearing a tin foil hat.
Had an idea pushed by big aluminum. Very fun. Very fun.
मैं पहली बार सुना big aluminum.
नहीं इसके लिए तो funny है.
Yeah. But the tinfoil thing is So hilarious and it is so sad also at the same time. But then after, we saw Burari, right? And then they did a great job out of that. And I'm sure there are other stories in India. It's just that somebody has to research and put it together. Like Burari. People will believe anything. All right, next.
मैं वही जा रहा हूँ, नहीं जा रहा था, खत्म हो गया आई थिंक.
That's it. Boga, that's it. Really?
Yeah.
अरे ये तो फटाक से खत्म हो गया भाई, अभी तो खाना भी खा सकते हैं.
For the first time ever, we ran out of memes. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. We shall do it again sometime.
This is the right way to do it. It's a kadak stream.
Yeah.
45 minutes. Tuck.
Yeah. But Baba, is there any current conspiracy theory that you are like really into or you sort of want to believe in?
Want to believe in?
That was the poster, right? Mulder ka office mein. I want to believe. And that was
Yeah.
so accurate. That line is so accurate.
No, there was one of the most recent ones तो अपना corona पे ही था ना कि corona is pushed by governments because they
Yeah.
wanted to whatever ये सब.
Yeah.
फिर कुछ और था कि what corona is pushed by the government thing, and they basically the world wanted lockdown because we needed to be in lockdown so that we could send some people into Mars or have some people land in spots that are isolated and desolate where people don't have ways to get out, which is why they put people in lockdown so that no one can go out. और ये सब चल रहा था.
There is this big reset theory, that global capital will shift in a big way, and they need to do this. But I didn't know about this. What is the landing thing? Like on Earth, people have landed somewhere. ऐसा कुछ है. Wow. अभी तो मैं लोगों को बोलते सुना है भाई नॉन चैलेंटली कह रहे वो सैनिटाइजर का सेल कम हो गया इसलिए वापिस सेकंड में डाल रहा है वो लोग. रैंडम कॉन्वर्सेशन जस्ट नॉन चैलेंटली कि यार थोड़ा सेल कम हो गया था. But people made money, right? But that was just being opportunistic. Right?
Yeah, that happens all the time, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't need a like any opportunity people make money off of. Like and that's, I guess that's what happens when you live in a capitalistic society. If you're really expecting something else, then not. And the problem is that when people do it when they're sort of when they need to because they don't have money or whatever it is, at that point they're sort of made fun of, right? Like if people do it out of desperation, that time it's not looked as, hey, how enterprising. when rich people do it, it's enterprising.
Yeah.
When the unfortunate do it, it's अरे यार इधर भी बना रहे हैं यार. Like and the best example you can see it in Bombay at signals, for example, right? When they sell peanuts when you're stuck in a long traffic jam.
Yeah.
That is enterprising. It's truly enterprising. That people are going to be stuck in from Bandra to Goregaon takes you 45 minutes minimum.
Yeah.
On the highway.
Yeah.
So people are going to want it.
There is this saying, that in the gold rush, the people who made the more money were the ones who sold the shovels, not people who found the gold.
Yeah.
So this Easter Island thing I was reading about was so interesting in that it was already collapsing before the Europeans came. And even on the small island, there are multiple clans. And each clan was competing with the other clan to make a bigger head. Now, usually in all other islands in the Pacific, there were also clans, including Hawaii, but they all used to fight and kill each other. But here they had to cooperate because the resources were divided up along the different parts of the island. So they had to cooperate in general, but they had to compete somewhere. So they would make bigger and bigger heads. See, mera bada dil se. It's the same old story. And then finally, because there was an island and there were no more resources, they ran out of it. They themselves killed all the animals and all the trees were gone. So then there was uprising. And a new militant class came over and they overthrew the priestly class from earlier. And a new religion came into it. Everything you see anywhere else in the world all happened in the small island also. It's like the perfect experiment that you can have.
Correct.
Any small group you put anywhere, they're going to be the same assholes,
Yeah.
regardless of time and where they are. Like,
Big Boss Easter Island.
Perfect. And even in Africa, there was a slave trade within Africa also. Like, they used to, yeah, the different kingdoms, they would capture each other and make themselves slaves. So white people were just efficient at it. That's all there is. And even the Native Americans, all the tribes were brutal. They're fighting all the time. They would torture each other when they would capture each other, and they would kill and all of that. They're constantly at war. But we have an image now that the Red Indian is all-knowing, shamanistic person who can see through space and time, and he is peaceful. ऐसा घंटा नहीं था ना. It's just that we like to patronize the victims. That's all it is. A lot of people who work with tribals also have a very romantic image of the tribals. That they are nice people. They're in tune with nature. Modernity is killing them off. But if you actually live with them, you will know उनका भी अपना ड्रामा चल रहा है, उनका भी कलेश चल रहा है.
ड्रामा तो सबका ही कलेश है ना. कलेश तो जिंदगी का existence, like the rahsya is that.
Before your Zomato order comes, would you like to take a few questions from our listeners?
Sure. I haven't ordered on Zomato. I'm going to make.
Okay. Are you going to make? Okay. All right. Then let's do this quickly. Boga, do we have any questions yet in the chat? Also, guys, if we are about to end the stream, if you haven't already done it, do like the stream. Do comment after the live with also CFBR, as you guys know, and share it with other people who are also.
So,
okay.
Shubham Mandal is saying, biggest conspiracy theory that I believe my whole life is that my parents are super rich and one day they will tell to be son, we pull the whole charade just for you to become humble.
There is. What's great about this is that it's not a conspiracy theory, but it is a delusion.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a good one. Aditya Raju is saying Sanat Jai Surya ka bat mein spraying this. There was a theory there. Uska bat mein spraying.
Jai Surya ka bat mein spring was great theory. Great theory.
But dude, Gilchrist did used to have a ball or something in his, apparently. That was true, right? Like,
he used to have a ball?
In his bottom hand. Yeah, a small crazy ball kind of a thing within this thing to give him like a... Does that even work? I mean, isn't it uncomfortable? I don't know. But that he himself had said. That he had a special glove.
As long as it's allowed, then it's allowed.
Yeah. Seth Patel is asking how enlightened, awakened people like JD, UG, Buddha can come to completely different conclusions if truth or reality is one. You want to take that, dude? See, language is the barrier. That is the problem.
No, to me, truth and reality is one, but perspective is different. No. Personal bias and perspective is different.
So then does that mean that even if you are at the highest state of consciousness, you still have biases? And you still have a personality? Because the very definition is that the I, the ego is gone. How come you still have a personality?
No, because your personality is not made of ego, id and superego. It's made from experiences.
But so you wouldn't have a personality without a ego, right?
Of course you do. It's subdued. You're still human. As long as you're breathing, you're still human. As long as there is consciousness, there is. But I'm saying it's very simple, right? Like I'll try and analogize this, and I might be fully failing at it, but I don't know, I'm trying to think of a sports analogy, but like I'm saying, Roger Federer, for example, is the epitome of tennis, right? Like at a point, he's the best tennis player in the world. Absolutely the best tennis player in the world. And Sachin Tendulkar is the best cricketer in the world at that time. They're two gods of their domain. but they're trained in a different skill set by circumstance, by what is fed to them, by what is made to. I mean, the fact that you are what you eat, and that is a philosophy also in Buddhism, a little bit. And I mean, this is a very woke version of it, but which is why you are, living off thing. You don't eat more than you should. You eat a limited amount. Ye wo ye sab. So, but where did Siddharth come from? Opulence.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a virtue of where you are. I don't know.
Because I read Krishnamurti extensively, and is undeniable that despite everything, some of their personality does come through in what they say. And all the teachers say that the truth is not expressible in language. Language will always take away from. You can only experience it firsthand. So obviously, no matter how simple or nuanced the person is, the way he communicates will always be a barrier. And then also, it's you perceiving it also is different for different people. So, and that's what UG said. It is pointless me describing it because it will not work. But no matter what I say, you will interpret it in your own way through your own biases, through your own conditioning. So,
correct, exactly.
In the end, it's an entertainment for everybody. This is entertainment. City Bird is saying Kubrick's monolith, and the ending of that movie is also religion, if you want to accept it. That's true.
Correct.
Aditya Raju is saying Indian parents think mental well-being is a conspiracy theory.
Funny. Yes, such a dude. Even dentistry, according to Indian parents in our time, was not needed.
This one is good, dude. Keanu Reeves is immortal. City Bird is saying.
Very possible also ना, देखना बेचारे को. वो बेंजामिन बटन तो है.
But he's such a nice guy, dude. He's impossibly nice.
Yeah.
Especially if you know his personal life story.
Yeah, and also the fact that he doesn't take too much money, he gives it all to charity. वो सिर्फ अपना rent का रखता है ये सब.
Yeah.
You know who from the Indian film industry is like that? नाना पाटेकर. वो ad का पैसा वैसा नहीं लेता, ad का पैसा donate
करता है. Was he ever a part of a party politically? No, na. He's aware, obviously, and he comments on stuff, but I don't think he's part of any party. But he's what I last read was Nana Patekar is doing a film with Vivek Agnihotri apparently. So there you go.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, this one is good. No, this one, Jahan cut off the hands. Shahjahan cut off the hands of Taj Mahal ka buildings.
Apparently, there's written evidence, no, for this. So
there is.
There is
Yeah.
historical evidence or something like that. So I don't know.
Because the same architect later built other stuff also. So uska regular vendor tha wo.
Correct.
Akshay Kumar is Canadian. Sure.
ये conspiracy theory है.
This is general knowledge that even writing accepts.
GK.
All right. Any more questions before we let our guest go? He has to still make food on his own at this hour.
अरे वो तो बन जाए टकाटक. अरे वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो अंडा बना देने का टकाटक.
वो तो है. Otherwise क्या बनाएगा? What is the most elaborate thing you can make?
No, but right now I don't want to do too much mehnat. Like I'll quickly do one like anda type vibe and get it over with. I could do like I have peanuts and also I could quickly do one like flat noodles with like a peanut sauce or something. But then I have to
peanut sauce, man. This is a good one. Harsh Gandhi is saying, how would human history have been without the discovery of tea, coffee?
How would the human?
how would society or the world have turned out if there were no tea and coffee? So
Slower.
there is one theory that the Enlightenment followed quickly after the discovery of coffee. And
Yeah, because you stayed awake longer.
Probably. But does it work that way? Like I can sleep after a cup of coffee. Like people swear by it. If a coffee पे मैं सो ही नहीं पाएगा, इतना इफेक्टिव होता है क्या?
पुनीत, क्योंकि तू अमेरिकन नहीं है, हम लोग कॉन्स्टेंटली थका हुआ है. If your body has reached a point where it has grinded itself to a fault, तो कभी भी सुला दे सो जाएगा.
So this is largely a Western dependence. अपन भी पीता है लेकिन they seem to be absolutely.
हम लोग 11:30 बजे एक्सप्रेसो पी के सो जाएगा 12:30 बजे तक, कोई स्ट्रेस नहीं.
Yeah.
क्योंकि हम लोग एक्सप्रेसो तभी भी हम लोग, आई एम सेइंग यू हैव एन एस्प्रेसो when you are exhausted to stay awake, and it will do its job for 2 hours because हम लोग का immunity भी strong है ना.
ये बात भी सही है. That is also true. Okay, this is I think we'll take this one last question for Baba. This is, I think you must be getting this a lot, dude. Tarun is saying मैं अपनी नौकरी से तंग आ चुका हूँ, मेरा कोई पैशन भी नहीं है जो फॉलो करो. What should I do?
I don't know how old this person or this person is, but I don't think तू कंफ्यूज मत हो. या तो वो वाला सिस्टम होना चाहिए कि मेरा पैशन पैसा है, देन पैसा कमाने के लिए जो भी करने का वो करने का. अगर वो भी पैशन नहीं है तो फिर छोड़ दे. Then you can do what you want to do. If you are not, the difference why Punit Pania does 17 shows, takes a bus, stays in a hostel, is because Punit Pania has reached enlightenment. I cannot do this because I like comforts and luxury, which I think Punit Pania has given up on.
Yeah. Comfort makes you weak, dude. I avoid comfort actively.
Agreed. But I like comfort. I'm okay.
शुभम तरुण को बोला IT सेल ज्वाइन कर ले. Zaid Patel is asking, what are your thoughts on Slavoj Zizek philosophy? I don't think he has a philosophy. Like I have not read enough of him. Like I just see videos. You know that Russian guy who sounds and looks and talks funny, Slavoj Zizek, and he uses a lot of pop culture to explain philosophy. But I don't know what his main thing is, quite frankly. Slavoj Zizek.
पता नहीं.
So everybody saying go live in a village, simple life, try. Today सब लोग बोलता है, वो अपने से होगा नहीं. I think even I would get bored after the week or so.
Yeah.
Simple village. नहीं.
चांस ही नहीं है. मैं तो सिटी बॉय है ब्रो, मैं तो नहीं रह सकता.
But then what is the AQI below which you will also turn to a village boy? ऐसा कुछ है कि नहीं तू मास्क लगा के घूमेगा सिलेंडर डाल के भी?
I have money, ह्यूमिडिफायर खरीद लेगा, एयर प्योरीफायर खरीद लेगा.
Yes, plus with your Rothschild connections you can get on the arc also finally. Right. When the time comes.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's a great note to end on. If there's anything else at all, final chance, guys, any question, Boga, that you noticed? Otherwise, we'll call it a day. One of our crispest episodes yet. Conspiracy theory memes with Neville himself. We shall do this again soon sometime if we have enough memes or if you have another big conspiracy to talk about. Otherwise, people who are still here and not like the stream, do fucking do it quickly and add CFBR in the comments. Also, share with your friends who are similarly devoid of passion and direction in their life. And we'll see you again very soon on a live stream.
Good night.
Good night.